Season 2 finale of X-Men 97 is here. Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. And today let's talk about the finale of Season 2 of X-Men 97. There will be spoilers in this video, so this is your spoiler alert. And let's get started. A big part of the episode is that the X-Men want to save Gambit, while X-Force and X-Factor wants to kill him because they think Apocalypse is gonna take over. I'm not gonna describe the entire episode, but there is a big fight scene between X-Factor, X-Force versus the X-Men, and I think it's somehow good fighting scene. I wasn't the biggest fan of it, but maybe if it was just a little more and a little better, I would have been more fan of it. I understand Cable's reasoning for wanting to kill Apocalypse. He's been told that this is his destiny throughout his entire life. But by shooting Gambit in this episode, he actually let Apocalypse take over him. So, big loss there for Cable. And with this season, I can say for certainly that I personally believe that Apocalypse is the best villain of X-Men 97. And I already liked him a lot from X-Men the animated series. Just look at it. In this season alone, first he ultimately win and take over the future where Cable's in, and he decided to go back in time to the 90s to destroy the X-Men. However, in next episodes, we see him in ancient Egypt as an Sabanur, and he ultimately become Apocalypse there. And in the fight with the X-Men in that time, he dominating those fight scenes. And ultimately, he kills Magneto. Then he resurrects Gambit, or Gambit destroyed his old body. He now in this last episode has successfully taken over Gambit's body, even though it was with help of Cable. Cable did want to help him. All of that together with good writing and good voice acting really show why Apocalypse is such a great villain. He is despicable. He believes in survival of the fittest. And when you see how he is defeated, it's actually a perfect way of him being defeated. And like I said earlier, I wasn't the biggest fan of the fight scene with X-Man versus X-Force and X-Factor, but I think this really worked here with how they handled Apocalypse. And with what he keeps saying to Xavier, those you care about will be your undoing. I like the way Rogue defeated him and saved Gambit, and handing Apocalypse now trapped in some crystal over to Cable. I really think the way they defeated him was just mwah. And we see early in the episode that Rogue is talking to one of the Celestial, and she convinced them to let her get some powers to save Gambit, but they telling her they have to come with a great price. However, Rogue will not be the one to pay the price because Kurt sacrificed himself to save her, convincing the Celestials that with Rogue surviving and stopping Apocalypse, the future will be better for humans and mutants will be stronger, and the love they have for each other will push them forward. Kurt sacrificing his life so that Rogue can live, which I think really fits the character. I'm sad that he's gone, but when it comes to superhero show, and especially Marvel or DC, you can't always count for someone being gone permanently. And here's something I can only describe as one of the worst scenarios for the X-Men and mutant kind, and that is Graydon Creed Jr. is now the President of the United States, this is gonna be the most anti-mutant government ever. He has such a hatred for mutants, his parents, and the X-Men that he might actually be crazy enough to launch a nuke at them. I'm not gonna say he's gonna to do it, but it might actually have been a possibility. So this is gonna create much more problems for the X-Men in season 3. And another post-credit scene is that we have Mystique, who is now showing herself and is now going to be an antagonist as well, going against probably both the X-Men and her son. Overall, what do you think of the finale? The action could have been better. However, the best part was Apocalypse with other good moments. So I think this finale do hit the mark. And now I leave it over to you guys. Do you guys like this finale? Did you like this season? Let me know in the comment section down below, and I hope to see you guys again next time.